Hey lovelies! So here I am, I'm Karmen Sills, and this is my first video on my channel. I'm really excited to be doing this, and I really want to continue with this. So what I'm going to be doing for my first video is a question answering while I'm doing my makeup. I'm going to be recreating this look and also answering a few questions about who I am so you guys get to know me. If you guys want to watch, keep on watching, and here you go. My face is cleaned completely. My hair's up in a great bun. So I'm going to start off with my MAC foundation. So it's the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15, which I freaking love because I don't like sun. And it's NW15. I'm going to apply this with a damp beauty blender, and I use the Real Technique beauty blender. I'm going to put some of it on my back of my hand. Okay. I don't like applying my makeup with a brush because it leaves strokes. Like, you could see the brush imprint, and that's not my favorite. I literally looked at the Target dog, like I have like one eye where it's like, okay. Now I got the foundation on, and I'm going to move on to the concealer, but first I'm going to answer a few questions. So my name is Karmen Sills. I'm 17, and I love makeup, if you haven't noticed. I started makeup when I was around like 14, 15, and I started it because I had dark circles and insecurities. Ever since then, I've progressed with makeup. I had no idea how to do it first. I had some friends teach me. I lived with my dad, so like, anyway, so my friends taught me, and I liked it more than they did in some cases, so I progressed with it. Like, I started watching YouTube videos. I started wanting to get more into it because I found it as an art instead of a normal routine to do every day. And I loved it. I did. I love the art of it. I have always been interested in art, photography, music. I love arts. So for me to actually be able to excel at something or actually be somewhat good at something made me so happy, because I did art, I did music, I did photography, but I wasn't always the best at it. Like, I did it and I loved it and I was proud of myself, but I felt like I didn't have a place to fit in, and with makeup I do. So I love it. And I want to make this my career. I want to do this for a long time because I love it so much. Off to the concealer. So for concealer, which I stand by this concealer because I have bad dark circles, and having this concealer helped me a lot. So it's the Tarte Shape and Tape, and it's in the color Light Sand, and I literally do stand by this because I don't think I've had another concealer that has worked so well with my eyes. So I am going to start right in the corner, make a couple of triangles on my face. Now that I look like a clown, I'm going to blend it in with a beauty blender. So now that I'm all pale, I'm going to take my NYX HD finishing powder. Yes, there's not a lot because I use it religiously. And I'm going to take my Morphe E2 brush. It's a big powder fluffy brush. And I'm going to dip into it and then go over my foundation and concealer. This way, I love eating powder. This way, all of the makeup stays on my face. I'm going to go over my eyes. Now, what we're going to jump into is contour. I freaking love contour because, I don't know, I like sculpting my face. And I don't do it very harsh just because I don't want to like have that big effect. But I do it to make sure I'm not flat-faced. So I use the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. I love this stuff so much. I've been using it for so long. If something isn't broken, don't fix it. I do love trying new products though, so I will be doing that, but I live by this stuff. I'm taking my Morphe E58 brush. Is an angled brush to help me contour, and I'm going to go into the hollows of my cheeks right here and right here, and then I'll go around my forehead, along my jawline, and then of course my nose. Not with this brush though. Now that I look like I just splashed some dirt on my face, I'm gonna take the Morphe E2 again and kind of blend out, especially the forehead area. So now I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is just one of my generic brushes. And I love this one because it's a unicorn like horn. So I'm gonna take the medium cocoa. I was taking the dark cocoa and the medium cocoa together to do my cheekbones and my forehead and stuff. So I'm just gonna take the medium cocoa and go over my nose. I'm gonna do it right down here, and then right over here. That way I can chisel out my nose. Now that I still look like I have dirt on my face, I'm going to take the Morphe E2 again and blend out my contour. Now I'm going to take a fluffier brush, dip in a little bit of the medium cocoa, and just dust it on the sides of my nose. This is just going to help blend out the contour so it's not so harsh. And that is my nose. I'm gonna move on to my blush. Before I do that, I am gonna answer a few more questions. So, music. I love music. I always have. It's always been my escape. With saying that, I have a lot of different music that I like. You can see a little bit of my albums in the back. But I love different types of music. I have pop. I like 5 Seconds of Summer. I love them. And then I have some alternative music as well. I do have alternative rock, Halsey, depending on how you classify her. And then like I listen to Of Monsters and Men and Lumineers and Mumford & Sons. I love that type of music. It's a good way to calm down. I love it. I love singing as well. I just have for a while and I love to do it. And it has been a hobby of mine, so that is another fact about me that you may not have known. Okay, so now we are going to move on to blush. Okay, so I actually have multiple of these little baby palettes. And they're from the Too Faced collection. They're the Grand Hotel Christmas collection. So you have eggnog latte, peppermint mocha, and gingerbread cookie. So I usually go into the eggnog latte and get the peach cobbler and use it for my blush. I'm going to take the E51, another angled brush. You can tell I use it for blush. And I'm going to dip into the peach cobbler. I usually like to smile when I apply blush so I can see the highlights on my cheek. If it's harsh, just dust it off with a little brush. That way it looks more natural and it goes with your face more. We're gonna move on to the brows. Okay, so brows, they need some help. They're not great at the moment. So I am going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I love this stuff so much. I used to use their pencil, but I switched over to this. It's just a better formula for my eyebrows. And with that, I'm going to take their brush as well, and it's number 12, It's got a spoolie on the end and also a angled side. I'm gonna dip into it, and this color is medium brown. I used to have darker hair, which is why I have a darker color. The darker color I have always enjoyed. I do have like medium brown hair at the moment, so it works. I used to have black hair, and that's why I had a darker color. Okay, so now I'm going to take a great mirror. I'm gonna go in. Making sure I don't cover up what I'm doing. I love to outline my brows first, so that way I can just fill them in later. If you understand what that means. Okay, and that's one eyebrow done. So what I did is I just outlined my eyebrow and then went in with the brush in the way my hair is already there. That way it looks more natural. And then you also have to have a little bit lighter right here, because that's how normally brows are. So in order to get more of a natural brow, you have to have more formula over here than right here. Now that I've done my brows, and you do have to know that your brows are not gonna look the same. It's just not gonna happen. They are not twins, they are sisters. I remember going to Sephora and them helping me with my brows. Like when I wanted to do the dip brow instead of the pencil, I was like, I need some help. So they helped me through it, and I understood like what was going on. And they're like, your brows are not twins, they are sisters. So that's how it's going to be. I was like, okay, I have to come to accept this. Now that we were done with our brows, we're gonna move on to our eyes, which is my favorite part. I'm going for a different look today. It's not gonna be as natural. I am going to take my Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics, and as you can tell, I love this palette. It's so freaking colorful. So we are going to do a blue purple look today, and I'm going to take my Morphe brushes, which I love. So I'm going to take the Morphe E23. I've used this so much. And I'm going to take this brown shade right here just to have a transitioning base. And I'm going to just apply that mostly on the outer crease, because that's where I'm going to be doing most of my shading with my eyeshadow. Okay, so that is put on. It's not supposed to be seeable because we are going to do more funky colors, so it's just a way so we can easily blend in and pack on the eyeshadow. Okay, so on my eyeball, I am going to take this pink shade right here and dip in that. And then I'm going to go back into my crease, just making it more pink toned instead of brown. Now I'm going to be taking the brush that actually came with the Naked Smoky palette. I'm using the fluffier end. It does have a little pink on it. And I'm going to be tapping into this purple right here. It's very vibrant purple. I'm going to go in the end of my crease and work up. So starting out, I did a lot of natural looks, and then I was like, oh, I want to make this more artsy. So I've started doing a lot more color eyeshadows, which I love. I usually like to pack it on first and then just blend it. I'm gonna go back with the Morphe E23, and I'm gonna dip into this darker purple right here at the end of the palette. And I'm gonna kind of use this color to blend it out more into my eye. So I'm going more over here instead of keeping it located in that area. Now I look like I'm purple. Okay, so I'm gonna take this blue right here. I'm gonna pack it just on the lid and make it go this way. kind of like a cut crease, but not a cut crease. Take my brush, and it's just a flat little brush. It is from the Naked 2 palette, and go into that with that blue. Now I'm going to take the other end of that brush and just blend it. Now you can see that I have the blue on the lid. It's darker over here and you have the purple on top. So I'm going to go back in with that purple and just blend it out some more. Literally, blending is probably your key to any makeup look. Because if you don't blend, it's not going to turn out how you want it to. So I am going to switch palettes. I'm going to go with the Anastasia Aurora palette. It is a highlighting palette, but I love adding a shimmer to my eyes with this palette. So I'm going to dip into Orion. It's the blue right here. And just apply it to my lid. This is, yes, I'm applying it with my finger. But that way I can just pack on more. This gives you more of a blended look because the blue in the shadow, like in the highlighter, kind of ties it all together. Okay, so now that we have this, we're gonna go in with our eyeliner. I love eyeliner. So this is gonna be fun. Y'all, I literally cannot find my eyeliner and it's killing me. Now that I found it. So I'm taking the NYX matte eyeliner. I freaking love this eyeliner. I have always loved the brush on formula. So it's a brush, it's not a felt tip pen. I love this. So we're gonna take it. And it's for a cheaper price. It's not as expensive, so people can afford it. Okay guys, so I have already done one wing, so I'm gonna show you how to do the other one on this eye. So I usually take my eyeliner and I draw a line where the wing is going to go. And then I'll draw it down. You know, if any product would come out on the brush. So now that I have the wing, I'm going to start in the inner corner. Since some of the product is already off the brush, it's not going to be as intense and it's easier to work with. So I'm starting the inner corner and make a line on the top of my eyelash line. A piece of hair in my freaking face. So now that I got the eyes 70% complete, I'm going to answer a few more questions. So, I've already named like who I am, what my age is, what my hobbies are, and why I started makeup. So I'm going to explain why I started this. I want to be able to show people what I can do. I don't want to just be able to do this at home. I want to express it to others as well. I love this, and this is a hobby I fully enjoy, and I want people to know that. And I'm so happy that I have friends who have supported me on this and told me this was a good idea, because that makes me so much more happy. It's amazing. So that is why I'm doing this at the moment, and I'm so happy to be able to. So thank you guys for watching this much so far. So now I'm going to actually start on my eyelashes. I don't got any, so I have to wear lashes. Okay, so I got one done. Now I gotta get the other one done. Dun, 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 dun. That's just the feeling I get when I finish eyelashes, because they're a pain in the butt. Olé! Now, I'm gonna go in with the Better Than Sex mascara. This is the waterproof one. And blend my lashes together. Try putting mascara on and not opening your mouth. I just got freaking eyelash glue all over me. Not only am I almost out of eyelash glue now, but I have it all over me. Now that we have our eyelashes done, and I could fly away, we're gonna go and continue on with our face. So, yes, we have foundation on, we have concealer and all that, but we're missing like a few key important things. Highlighter. So I'm gonna go in with the liquid illuminator I have, which is freaking blinding. Do you see this? I'm gonna tap it into the place where I want it, and then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and kind of blend it out a little bit, just so it's not harsh, but we still want it to glow. I'm gonna take a little bit and dot it on my nose. Create a small line. Just gonna give this the illusion of a smaller nose. Because growing up, I hated my nose. It was awful. I'm also taking a little bit of the illuminator and going underneath my eye. Okay, now that we have highlighter, there's one more thing we need to do. I'm gonna be doing lips, and I'm actually gonna be going in with the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. I love these things, and a good nude lip is exactly what you need for an eye look like this. I'm gonna be going in with the darker shade that I have, and it's the Bustier. And I'm gonna be outlining my lips and also bringing in a little bit. I'm gonna go into the Lingerie Silk Indulgent, and it's just a pinkier shade, and we're gonna go in mostly on the middle. So now I am done with the face. I'm gonna go and do my hair real quick and you'll see the finished look. Okay, lovelies, and this is the completed look. I did want to do my hair because I looked like a potato, and no one likes seeing a potato. No, I'm joking. But I did want to kind of complete the look. I know that doing hair with makeup has always been like something that comes together very well. So I did want to do that today. But thank you guys for watching so much. And this is my first YouTube video, so there will be better updates. I just wanted to get through this, and I wanted to do this, and I wanted to get this out there. I know that once I start this and once I get more into it, I will be more comfortable with this. I will be more comfortable on screen, more me. And I did throw in a few questions in there. It wasn't a lot, but it was just more for you guys to get to know me. So you guys aren't just watching makeup, you actually know that there's a person behind it all. So thank you guys so much again. You can like and subscribe, comment some ideas if you want to see some of your ideas on this channel. And thank you. Have a nice day. Bye, lovelies.